Welcome to my channel. This is Perm. Happy New Year to you all. Happy 2017. 2016 is gone and 2017 is here. 2016 was a really busy year for me. A lot of things happened in 2016. I lost my father during the summer period of 2016, which was quite traumatic, and it was hard because we've been in and out of hospital, you know, trying to look after my father. He was really ill. He had a gallbladder infection which developed into a sepsis type of infection, which which travelled through all of his body and started to shut down his organs, and it'd been ongoing for like 6 to 7 months. So he'd been in and out of hospital for 5 times. 5 times he had this reoccurring infection which caused sepsis, which caused him multi-organ failure, which was quite traumatic year for us. You know, sepsis is actually a slow killer, so people don't actually realise how bad sepsis actually is. Sepsis is something that you should definitely look up. It's like a slow and rapid, no, it's not a slow killer. I would say it was a rapid silent killer. That's the correct word in terms I would use. It's a silent rapid killer. Basically sepsis, you can catch sepsis, you can catch sepsis from other people that have got it within their bloodstream, but the most infection is caused through or can be caused through small grazes that you have on your body. So if you've got a graze or you've hurt yourself on your body or scratched it and it's become septic, you need to go to the doctor straight away, because that could actually spread into the bloodstream and cause sepsis. And what sepsis actually is blood poisoning, and what that actually does is the blood just gets infected really badly. Your organs can't cope with it, and it becomes impossible for your body to try and recover from it. So what happens is the organs start failing slowly, so your kidneys can't clean the blood out, so the kidneys will start deteriorating and will shut down, and then that will mean that the blood is not being cleared out. You're not able to urinate. All of that infection is still within you. Your body is slowly starting to shut down. Your organs that are dependent on the blood and the oxygen provided by the blood is just completely shut down. I mean, I'm not a medical expert of any type or nature, but seeing my dad suffer for the last 9 months during that period of when he had sepsis from a gallbladder infection, which caused infection in his liver, which caused massive abscess, and the abscess was full of pus and poison, which poisoned his blood and ultimately, you know, killed him. And it's been hard this year. It's been, sorry, last year. It's been a very difficult and tough year, trying to cope with everything with my dad. But he passed away during the summer period, which is quite a sad moment for us. But I just wanted to make you guys aware that sepsis, when you're in hospital now, you will see that signs are everywhere for sepsis, because sepsis is such an important thing that the hospitals are now looking into. At the time of my dad's treatment, sepsis wasn't a priority and it wasn't on their list. So when we used to take our dad back into hospital to say, okay, he's got sepsis now, please can you treat him, the NHS were a little bit slow in terms of responding back to his condition, and therefore, you know, it deteriorated. He didn't get the health care that he actually needed, and people and nurses were not trained in sepsis, so therefore the treatment was slower, and ultimately it killed him really. And it's devastating. So all I'm saying to you guys out there, when you're in the NHS hospital, make sure that you push to get treatment, make sure you get the attention that you actually need. Sepsis is a silent and slow killer. You don't actually know it's in your body. The symptoms are so quick, it's just unbelievable how my dad suffered. And I actually do recognise the symptoms now. He would have flu-like symptoms, his body would be completely aching, he wouldn't be able to stand up on his legs, he'd just start hallucinating, he'd, you know, be really disorientated, he didn't know where he was, he didn't know what he was doing, he was hallucinating in terms of he'd speaking to himself, he was, you know, waking up in bed and moving, doing all of these funny hand actions. You know, I knew at that time when after it happened the first time that he had sepsis, we took him into hospital to say that, you know, he's not well, he needs attention, he's got sepsis. NHS people, not all the nurses are trained in sepsis, so therefore it took him a while to understand and assess that he had it. And the thing is, he needs antibiotics quite quickly. He needed antibiotics quite quickly to control that sepsis, and, you know, to get it out of his body. And at times he needed dialysis because his organs, his kidney organs had shut down, and they were unable to clean out his blood. So for him it was like, oh my god, my kidneys aren't, you know, his body was just shutting down. The kidneys are thinking, what the hell is this, I can't cope with this, and it shut down. So therefore that poison was in his blood, which is just traveling through his blood to his brain and everything. You know, and it's quite quick actually, because you can deteriorate within 12 to 24 hours. A person can quite rapidly deteriorate, which has happened to him. In fact, it happened 5 times, and you think to yourself, why did it happen 5 times? You know, there is some NHS you know, care that has been neglected there, which is fine because they have accepted that. But he deteriorated quite quickly, and he had to go into intensive care. So he was in intensive care 5 times, and you think that from the first time they'd understand what sepsis was and what was going on with him, and, you know, look at his gallbladder and try and control that, but they didn't. But all of my message to you guys is that sepsis, when your parents or elderly people are ill, don't just fob it off as, oh, it's just another ache or a joint, or it's okay. If they're not feeling well, you should take them to the doctors, call the NHS, call, you know, the emergency service, and get them treated and looked at. And we did do all we could in our power to get my dad looked at, but it's just unfortunate he wasn't with us. The year 2016 years gone by now. We're in 2017 now, and it's basically just like keeping hold of the wonderful memories he's left behind for us, and moving forward really. And hopefully this year will bring a wonderful new positive energy for us, and, you know, and we'll just rise above it and keep moving, because he has made us really strong people. And as I say, the royal we, it's my family. He has made us strong people to cope with this. And my message to all of you out there is just look after your elderly people, your parents, your grandparents. Don't neglect it when they've told you that they're ill or they're suffering from some joint pains or whatever. Get NHS to have a look at them. Get the medical professionals to have a good look at them. Get them pushed to be seen by professionals or specialists within that particular area. Don't delay anything. In my father's care, we tried not to delay anything, but, you know, we need to be met halfway on the other side as well, and we felt let down on that side. So there's nothing we can do. We've had it out with them now, and they have actually admitted that there was neglect there, but what can we do? It's not going to bring my father back. So I just hope this year, for everybody who's watching this video, that you guys really pay attention to yourselves and your loved ones. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. Thank you.